Welcome. Do you want to learn to read and write in English? We are using words from the United States Citizenship test, but the videos will help anyone to learn how to read and write in English. This is lesson number 9. It is good to start with video 1 up to video 8 before you watch this video. It will help you understand. Vowels are very important. Please say the long vowel sound with me. This means the name of the letter. A, E, I, O, U. Now please say the short sound with me. A like apple, E like egg, I like inside, O like orange, A like umbrella. To read and write, you need to know the sound of all the letters. Let's practice the sound of these letters. What is the short sound for this letter? A like apple, and the long sound is A. B is a new letter. B is easy because when you say the name B, at the beginning of the name you can hear the sound B. The word bus starts with the sound B. Many people have trouble with B, D, and P. If you look at your hand, it will help you to know which letter is B and which letter is D. When we read, we start from the left to the right. If you read the alphabet, we have A, B on your left hand, B, and then C and D on your right hand. If you look at your hand, to remember B and D, this will help you. Our next letter is C. C is difficult. When you say the name C, you cannot hear the sound. C makes the sound K, like cat. Our next letter is D. D is easy. You can hear the sound for D at the beginning of the name, D. The word donkey begins with the sound D. Our next letter is E. Today we will use the long sound E and the short sound E. Our next letter is F. F is easy. You can hear the sound F at the end of the word F. The word fish begins with the sound F. G is difficult. When you say the name G, you cannot hear the sound. Usually, G makes the sound G. The word goat begins with the sound G. H is difficult. When you say the name H, you cannot hear the sound of the letter. H makes the sound H. The word hat begins with the sound H. K and C make the same sound K. The word keys begins with the sound K. L is easy. At the end of the name L, you can hear the sound L. The word lion begins with the sound L. M is easy. At the end of the name M, you can hear the sound M. M makes the sound M, like mountain. Mountain begins with the sound M. N is also easy. At the end of the name N, you can hear the sound N. The word nose begins with the sound N. P is easy. At the beginning of the name P, you can hear the sound P. The word pen begins with the sound P. R is a new letter. At the end of the name R, you can hear the sound R. The word red begins with the sound R. This is a red pencil. S is easy. At the end of the name S, you can hear the sound S. Salt begins with the sound S. T is also easy. At the beginning of the name T, you can hear the sound T. Tomato begins with the sound T. W is difficult. When you say W, you cannot hear the sound of the letter. W makes the sound W. The word wig begins with the sound W. Y is also difficult. When you say the name Y, you cannot hear the sound. Usually, Y makes the sound Y. The color yellow begins with the sound Y. We're ready to start working on our first word. Please say these sounds with me. Le, 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 le. Let's add a letter. Lek, 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 lek. Let's add another letter. Lekt, lekt, lekt. We only have one vowel, so there's one sound. We don't stop. Lekt, lekt. Now we will add a letter in front. Please count the vowels. We have 1, 2. Now we have 2 vowels. We can cut this word into 2 syllables. Sometimes when E is at the beginning of a word, we make the long sound. In this word, we will make a long sound for this E. So this says E, and this one says E. This will say E, and here we'll say E. Remember, this vowel has a long sound E and a short sound E. Let's try this now. Elect, elect, elect. Say it a little faster. Elect, 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 elect. Can you hear the word? This is the word elect. Do you remember this letter? What is the sound? R makes the sound R, like red. Please read this. Re, re, re. Now let's add a letter. Red, red, red. Let's read it a little faster. Red, red. This is the word red, like the color red. This is a word. We're not going to add more letters, so we need to understand in English when the word is very short, we will use the long sound for the vowel. This vowel E will say the long sound E. What is the sound of this first letter? This letter makes the sound B, like bus. This letter makes the sound B. So please read this word. B, 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 B. Let's try another word. This word is also very short, so this vowel will make the long sound E. What sound does the W make? W makes the sound W, like wig. So let's read this word. We, we, we. This word is very important, but this word is a sight word. We cannot use the letters to be able to say the sounds and know the word. This word is the. The. The word the is very important in English. We use this word in many sentences. Here's a sentence. The bird is inside. The bird is inside. Great! You've learned all the words for today. Please watch this video again until you understand.